Okay, hello friends. In the last video, we talked of wind energy and we saw about windmills. Now, let us take non-conventional energy resources, right? So, we'll talk of the modern energy resources. And the very first energy resource we'll take up in this video is solar energy. The solar energy is the energy of the sun. Now, Earth receives a huge amount of energy from the sun. And since time immemorial, since human beings evolved from animals, we have been using solar energy for drying clothes, drying grains, making salt from sea water, etc. There are so many uses of solar energy which we have been undergoing. But solar energy as an energy source is a relatively new method. That is why it is a non-conventional or modern method of energy. Now, what is the advantage of using solar energy? So, the cost of cooking is nothing since sun energy comes free of cost. So, cooking with solar energy or even using solar energy for anything is very advantageous because it is free of cost and it will not cause pollution. But the disadvantage, unfortunately, is that it will not work during night or on a cloudy day since sufficient sun rays will not be available. It is not possible for all living in a city to have enough open space to use solar devices. So these are the disadvantages. But as technology progresses, we will get better and better machines, better and better equipments, and better cells by which we can store the energy. And once the storage cells become efficient, we can use whatever solar energy we get and convert that into electricity and use it whenever we require, even at night time. So let us talk of a very nice solar device called a solar cooker. Solar cooker is a device which is used to cook food by using solar energy. Solar cooker and solar water heaters are based on the facts that a black surface absorbs more heat as compared to a white or a reflecting surface under identical conditions, right? So a black surface will absorb heat. That's the principle on which it works. So solar cooker is having a box type structure. It's a box type structure and its internal surfaces are colored with black color. Right? So the internal surface of the box is colored black. The solar cooker is covered with a glass plate which will trap the heat, right, and not let it go out from the box. So it will generate a greenhouse effect. Right? So something like this. Look at this. This box structure is there. Inside it is colored black. So it will absorb heat. Then there's a glass sheet on top. You see this glass sheet is there. Pura whole thing is covered with a glass sheet. The glass sheet will trap the sunlight which enters inside, will not allow it to escape, and so the internal part becomes warm. And we have a mirror up here. Right? A plain mirror is used to focus the rays of light. So sunlight falling on the mirror will be reflected into this box. Right? The sunlight falling on the mirror reflects into this box, and the box now gets hot. And because there's a glass cover, the heat is trapped inside, and the food which needs to be cooked is kept inside the box. You see this up here. This is the food which is kept. The rice is being kept up here to cook, and a temperature of around 140 degrees Celsius is obtained. This is not enough, so the food will take a time to cook. It will take 2 to 3 hours to cook. But the advantage of this food is that the nutritive value of food is preserved. Right? the food tastes very different. This food making the solar cooker tastes quite different. Yeah, you cannot fry and roast things. Vagar nahi kar sakte. So you can also cook dal if you want to in this cooker, but then the vagar has to be done from in the normal stove. But some basic sabji can be easily be made in this thing. Rice can be boiled in this. So some basic items can be cooked up here, but it will take time to cook. So you need to, if you want to eat at 1 p.m., at least put it at 10 a.m. and then 2-3 hours leave it there in the sun, open sunlight, and your food will be ready by 1 o'clock, and you can have hot, nice lunch and very nutritive food, because the there's no overheating allowed up here. Okay, then this is a solar reflector. Okay, this is a solar reflector. This is a better device compared to a solar cooker. See, in the solar cooker, this box like structure is there, and sunlight, only sunlight which is in this area of the mirror and which falls on the box can be reflected, can be used up here. In a solar reflector, the vessel is kept here. This is the vessel. Cooking vessel is kept at the focus. See, this is the focus. We learnt in this lesson of mirrors that any parallel ray coming from infinity after reflection focuses at the focal point. Right? So any parallel ray of light, when it falls on the reflecting surface on the mirror, will focus at the point which is called the principal focus. So you see, the entire surface, when sun rays fall on it, the rays are reflected at one point, and we get a lot of heat at this point. So in this vessel, more than 150-160 degrees Celsius temperature is obtained, and food can be cooked faster. So this is a solar reflector. Yeah, it is more efficient compared to a solar cooker. Now, how do we convert solar energy into electric energy? See, the cooker which we saw last converts solar energy into heat energy, right? Solar cooker converts solar energy into heat energy. But if we want electricity, then solar energy into electric energy can be converted by a solar cell. So a device which converts solar energy into electric energy is called solar cell. This is an example of a silicon based solar cell. Now this silicon solar cell is not a very efficient device, right? It's not so efficient. One cell will generate only a very small fraction of the sunlight into energy. See, a solar cell can convert only 0.7% of the solar energy into electricity, right? So whatever energy falls on this cell, only less than 1% of this energy of the sunlight is converted into electricity. But still, if we can arrange a lot of silicon cells over a small area, we can generate a large amount of energy which can run many machines. Like our calculator, solar calculator, will work on this principle, that small solar cells that are enough to generate a tiny amount of electricity, electric current, which will run our solar cell, which will power a battery. So silicon is a non-metal, is a semi-metal, which is used in creating the solar cell. So this is a silicon based solar cell. You see what happens in a solar cell. Sunlight falls on this solar cell, and the negative and positive electrodes that in the silicon solar cell get activated, and an electric current is generated. Right? So sunlight activates, or we can say the sunlight will activate the silicon. It activates or energizes the silicon, and current is generated. Okay, Si is silicon. So sunlight will activate the silicon and current is generated, and this current we can use it. So what's the advantages? There are no moving parts involved. This one cell and energy you get requires very little maintenance, can be set up in remote areas without any hassle, any trouble. Remote areas means village areas, very far off areas, mountain areas. We can set it up anyway. That, and then even no expense of transmission lines, no power lines also required. Let us say in a far away mountain area I want to provide street light. I can just put street light panels, solar panels. Like I can put a pillar, and on this pillar we can put this panel. A solar panel is there on the pillar, and the solar panel lights up in the day, or it charges in the day, right? We can have a battery at the battery source at the bottom. Right? This is a battery. The battery gets charged by the solar panel, and we can have a tube light or the street light. The street light. So the battery gets charged by sunlight. This is the solar panel. Right? This panel receives sun rays, converts that into electric current. The battery will store it, and at night we can switch on the light, and at the night we can get sunlight. So this is one-time installation, and then no electric bill, no need for lines, power lines, etc. Right? It will just power your entire that street light will be then. Same thing we can do for our house also. Right? But still some disadvantages. It requires a special grade silicon, right? Special type of silicon, which is not easily available. The silicon has to be in very, very pure form, and one silicon cell will not do the work. Right? The entire silicon cell has to be, there should be entire network of silicon cells have to be adjusted to get power, because we saw only 0.7% of sunlight can be converted in by one cell, and all these cells have to be joined, connected to each other, and this is connected to a power source. Right? Now this is made of silver. This wire is made of silver because silver is a very good conductor. Any other wire, like if you use aluminum wire, it is cheap, but aluminum wire has high resistance compared to silver, and what will happen is that the current which is generated by the silicon cell is used up by the aluminum wire only, or it is some electricity is wasted, and the resultant output will be very less. It won't be practical to use it also. So we use silver, but silver makes it expensive. Thanks to nanotechnology, right, we are going to make better type of copper wires, high grade copper wires, high grade carbon nanotubes, which will pass on electricity with very less wastage. And if that happens, we'll create better type of silicon power cells, and which are more powerful, more strong, so strong that the top of our car will be made of silicon in future, and that will be enough to run the car. Once you put that silicon layer panels on the top of your car, then you can drive your car as much as you want without any problem, because there will be enough electricity being made by this silicon power cell. So future of energy is very promising because of these solar cells. So uses can be in traffic signals, like I just showed you, like this, in calculator which we already use, in artificial satellites. All our satellites are based on solar cell only, and in space probes, the space machines which we let go in space, so that they can go and to nearby planets and take their photographs. So what's the advantage of solar cell? To provide clean, pollution free and environmental friendly source of energy, can be used anywhere as a self generating source of electricity. Once constructed, there is no further cost of production or maintenance in such devices, and it's a renewable source, unlimited source of energy. The disadvantage of these sources is cannot work during night or on cloudy weathers. But I told you, with better batteries, with better batteries, this problem can be solved. Then manufacturing the solar cell is costly at present. In future it will become cheaper, and then we'll use solar cell everywhere. Our windows of our buildings will also be made of solar panels. Wherever there will be empty space, the canals of water will be covered with solar panels and will make electricity. So solar is the future. We already have many houses fit solar rooftops. It will cost around 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh to 1.25 lakh rupees. If you have a row house, you can construct a solar rooftop on your terrace, and around 1 lakh or 1.25 lakh rupees is the cost. But then all your energy requirements of your house, including your AC, will be free of cost. So one time investment of 1 lakh rupees, and then for years to come you can use all your power, so electricity free of cost actually. Plus any excess power which is generated, the electric company will buy it from you, and you'll get excess money also. So very a winning proposition. Then efficient system to store electricity generated by solar cell is not available, we can say, yet, but it will be available. We are talking of these batteries, the storage batteries. Another disadvantage is that they produce only direct current. So to run the devices which use alternating current, AC current, converters are required. Converters are required, which cost a lot of energy. Yeah, so we have to convert DC to AC. Right? That's a big issue, and some energy is lost. And these cannot produce large amount of electricity unless the area is big. So we apply more panels, right? Then we can get more electricity. So space is occupied, but that is not a big problem. You see, we can use solar panels. So many solar cells combined in an arrangement is called a solar cell panel. You can see now, you can see so many. This is one panel. One panel, and having, this is one solar cell. So many solar cells combined together forms one panel. Even this is not enough. So we can have a rows of panels, and lot of electricity can be generated. So the solar cells in the solar panel are connected in such a way that the total potential difference and the total capacity to provide electric current becomes large, right? So now we can get a lot of electricity by these panels put together, right, in a sequence. Okay friends, so I think so we finished this topic here. Now the ocean energy types will continue in the next video. So thanks for watching here. Bye for now. See you in the next video.